Welcome to this presentation on making $3,000 monthly profit with merch by Amazon. So how does this all work? Let's first take a look. So merch by Amazon is an invite-only way to make money with Amazon by you making designs and then sending the designs to Amazon, who handles all of the fulfillment, making the product, packing it, and shipping it to the customers. If there's any sort of returns, they take care of that. They handle it, and the great thing is that the customers who are buying your designs get the benefits of Amazon. Maybe they're already members, and maybe they can get Prime shipping as well as free returns. So if you look at the site here, you can earn your royalties. There's no inventory risk. You don't have to sit around having a bunch of t-shirts or mugs with special things printed on it at your house or at your business place. It's all handled by Amazon. As well, we mentioned Prime shipping. Now here's the biggest benefit. So reaching new customers. So Amazon is a huge site and the traffic volume is immense. So they get hundreds of millions of customers on their website. And this is the difference between starting your own online store and selling merchandise versus doing merch by Amazon. So let's look at some numbers here. Okay, so how does this all work? So if you sell a shirt on Amazon for $15.99, you're going to make a royalty of $2.21. And then it just increases all the way up to a $25.99 t-shirt where you make a royalty of $9.77. So those are US prices. Then also, if you sell in the UK, you're going to make your money in pounds. And then if you sell it in Germany, you're going to make in euros. Here's some long sleeve tee examples. So long sleeves are a bit more expensive. So if you're selling it for $20.99, you're making $2.37. If you're selling it for $25.99, you're making $5.96. They also have pullover hoodies, zip hoodies, sweatshirts, tank tops, V-necks, and pop sockets, which are those little round things for your phone. And then you can additionally add two-sided printing, and there you go. So now we'll look at some case studies. So we've talked about Empire Flippers before. They're basically a site where you can sell and buy businesses. So here's an example of merch by Amazon, basically a merch by Amazon business that was sold for $93,000, and it took them 19 days to sell it. So this is a great example because what it does is it gives us a benchmark and a case study. So here we go. It says the business in particular had the owner working about 2 to 3 hours a day with 400 shirt designs that created an average of $3,324 in profit or net revenue per month. And then it said the seller's business partner sporadically created the designs. So they just had the designs created. There wasn't really any set schedule. The business partner just created them and then sent them to the owner, and then the owner uploaded them. So here you can see that the sales price that it was sold for was $93,000. It shows work required per week is 14 to 21 hours. And it's a great article that you can go into if you'd like to find out more information about this case study. The main takeaway here is that they made just over $3,000 per month. They did some seasonal shirts like St. Patrick's Day, as well as 100 Days of School. And they give a couple different tips on things that we'll go into in this video as well. So here it goes. As mentioned already, this business relied 100% on organic traffic. Amazon has millions of people visiting their website every day. And this traffic comes only if you optimize each listing to appear in the top spot for the profitable keywords related to your design. So basically what they did is they didn't do any sort of paid advertising on Amazon sponsored results or paid for any Google or Facebook advertising. They just let Amazon do its work, but they also made sure to title their shirts appropriately so that when people search for certain items on Amazon, they would show up either at the top or close to the top. So here's another example. So this is an Empire Flippers store or business that is currently for sale. So this business does $238,000 in monthly net revenue or monthly revenue, $49,000 in monthly net profit, although this is coming from two businesses. So the first business brings in about 75% of total revenue, and that's the one that we want to look at today. So that's the print-on-demand business, and it also earns from Amazon merch, has 2 Etsy accounts, and then a Shopify site. So they have 96,000 SKUs in the apparel and accessories niche. So they have 96,000 different items that are all print on demand. So that means they don't have to store any inventory, and they don't have to maintain or own their own production facility. It's all done online, and a portion of that is the Merch by Amazon business. So what's great about Merch by Amazon is that it's non-exclusive, so your designs aren't limited to just Amazon. If you run a Merch by Amazon business and you post your designs on your Amazon account, your Amazon seller account, you can also make a Shopify, an Etsy, and any other print-on-demand websites. You can also put your designs up on there. So here you can see just the difference in this. The first example with 3K profit per month, they had a total of 400 designs available for sale on Merch by Amazon. This next one, they're making definitely much more than 3K profit per month. They're making $179,000 revenue, which is 75% of their total, as the other 25% was from another business that they had. So they're basically making roughly 30 to 45K potential profit per month, although they've put in a ton more work. They have 96,000 designs. So really, the sky's the limit here. Although it is very important to mention that, it will take a bit of time to get there, and this isn't something that's like a get-rich-quick scheme. But if you are consistent and you do upload new designs, you will consistently make money, and you'll learn, the trends and the little tricks in getting better designs or picking the right niches to go after. Okay, well, how do you design? So there's different ways to make designs that you can upload to Merch by Amazon. One of them is using Adobe's software called Photoshop, which is very popular. There's also Canva, which is free and it's online. There's Photopea, which is a very great Photoshop alternative that's online. I highly recommend that. And then if you aren't design savvy, or if you want to focus your time more on product research and finding the right the right niches to go after, I would highly recommend hiring a designer. So you can do this online, or you can do it locally, or you can find a friend or a family member that would be willing to partner with you for a share of the profits, or however you'd like to sort that out. Now, there is a bit of due diligence that you should do before getting into this business and before listing any products. So one of those being trademarks. Now, when you're on Amazon specifically with Merch by Amazon, they're very strict in making sure that you do not infringe on anyone's copyright and you don't use any terms that have already been trademarked. So this is very easy to do if you want to check. So you just use the TESS, the Test Trademark Database search. So United States Patent and Trademark Office, you go search our trademark database. For this one, we'll do basic word mark search. So for example, if you wanted to do a shirt and you put "just do it" on it, that would be a clear copyright infringement. And if you wanted to see if it was trademarked or not, you can just type it in. So you can see all of these terms here related to that actually have a trademark on it. So if we go here, "just do it," we can see that Nike Incorporated in Oregon owns this trademark. So this means that we're not able to use it. So what you want to do is, before you think of putting up a shirt and making a design, if there are actually words in it, you want to make sure that you check that those words here are, not trademarked and that you're free to use them. Also, it's very important to go through all of the terms of service and the content policies of Amazon. So in the Merch by Amazon section, they have the content policies. So it basically just goes over all of the terms here, and you can go over this in more detail as well. In addition to the United States one that we just checked, it's a really good idea to check the United Kingdom and the Germany trademark databases so that you are not using a trademark of another company. Now remember, this isn't just words or phrases like "just do it." For example, Nike also in the United States database has their famous checkmark logo in there. So you can't really use anything that's similar to that, and you really do have to make your own designs or have your designer make stuff that is unique. As well, there's objectionable content that you have to stay away from. And you can go in and just read all of this and make sure you're very familiar with the terms and also do more research into trademark and copyright infringement, just so that you know that everything you're doing is unique and above board. Okay, now what to design? So there's many different niches out there. For example, there's people that like cats, there's people that like dogs, there's people that like a variety of things. So when you're doing this, you don't necessarily want to do something that maybe you just might like. You want to look and see, okay, hey, is this something that a lot of people would like? Is this something that people are searching for? So it's a good idea to also follow trends and find out popular sayings that you may want to put on a t-shirt. And a lot of this is just keeping your eyes and ears peeled for opportunities where you can say, hey, something seems to be happening here. A lot of people are starting to say this word, or a lot of people are doing this new thing, just general cool stuff. And it's really good if you just look around or if you ask friends. And also another good way is just to look at the type of shirts that people wear, like what type of stuff is on it, what does it say, what kind of designs are there. So, okay, tips from Amazon. So Amazon has basically shown you some tips here. This is the link at the bottom. So designs that typically sell well. So designs on dark products, distressed designs, simple identifiable silhouettes, bold high contrast colors, larger art elements in the product design may get better response to online promotions. So basically what they mean is you don't want something really small, because most people when they're browsing on Amazon, they'll see the images in a thumbnail view. So if it pops and it really stands out in the thumbnail, then that will probably sell better than something with a really small design on it. Also, logos are really cool if you want to design your own logo. Funny inside jokes and character-driven designs, with the character typically doing something. Also, subtle designs that just look cool to non-fans, but that if you look deeper, a true fan will recognize it. So here's an early market strategy. So if there's a new saying that people have started to say, and it's something that you feel might catch on, then definitely make a t-shirt about it. If there's new interests, new culture, a new dance, a new meme that came out, those are all great things to do. And you want to make sure that you're in first. So research. So other t-shirt sites that you can use that we'll go into later are also a great idea if you're looking for inspiration of how to find out what to do. Google Trends is also a great site because it will show you the trending things that are in the news now, and then you can do a keyword search to see if the topic that you are about to make a t-shirt on is rising in trend or falling or staying at a stable amount. Also, meme sites like 9gag and Reddit are always great to give you ideas of funny slogans and funny t-shirts that people might already have that you can get inspiration from. And it's also a good idea to stay up to date with whatever's going on in the news. Things like politics, a lot of people feel very strongly about, and in that back and forth, there are sometimes things that are said or little slogans or catchphrases, and you can build t-shirts around those phrases or those topics. Now, consistency. So in this whole business, you can do one t-shirt and just stop, and you probably won't make a lot of money unless that's an amazing lucky t-shirt and somehow it gets into the right mix of things to make you money. But really what this is about is consistency. If you're willing to make design after design until you get something that's selling, you'll do well. So how does Merch by Amazon work? Well, you're not going to be able to upload a ton of designs when you start. You're only going to be able to upload 10. So make sure you do your research carefully and pick 10 shirts in designs and in niches that will sell. Now, once you are on the 10 tier, which is the initial limit that you have, you can only do 10 different designs. Once you sell 10 shirts, then you're going to move up to the next one. And as you sell more and more, you're going to be able to list more and more. So eventually you'll move up to having a limit of 25 different designs, then 50, then 100, then 500, then 1,000, and it'll just keep going up. So it's very important to just stick to it and pump out designs and continue to do your research, but also to pump out designs that are selling. Now, what happens if it doesn't sell? So if you put up a design and it doesn't sell within 90 days, they're going to delist it. And then, so basically you have 90 days to make a sale and figure out if it's working. Now, if it doesn't sell, it'll be delisted, But remember, it might be the keywords that you put or the title that made it not sell. So you can take that same design and re-upload it and try new keywords, because maybe people will be searching for something else related to that design. So keep at it. So hard work eventually pays off, and there's a Small Biz Trends article that we'll link to. And basically, the person they were interviewing ran a successful Merch by Amazon business, and this is what she said. It doesn't cost anything. It's like a completely free way to start a business or add to your business, so just start out. Don't wait, then keep plugging away, because if you keep listing new products and make things that people identify with, it's eventually going to pay off. So here is that article, and it's actually a very interesting article. You can go read it when you have some time. She said in a phone interview she didn't have any design background, so she got her daughter to do all the designs for her, and she just kept going with it. She said her first early days, it wasn't really that profitable, but eventually she found something that was really good because she got in early. So Amazon, basically at the time, they didn't have any t-shirts for solar eclipse, so she uploaded one of the first t-shirts designs related to solar eclipse. So that basically got her more sales, and more sales will give you increased visibility. So if you're really paying attention to the news or paying attention to things that are trending, and you happen to be the first mover, it's very advantageous in Amazon. Okay, so where to go other than Amazon? So these are sites where if you aren't selling on Merch by Amazon, or even if you are, it also is wise to put up your designs on these sites, because they also get traffic. So Printful is a place where you can do t-shirts and other items. Printify, Teespring, Teechip, Redbubble, Society6, Teazilly, and Viral Style. So you should also think outside the box. It's not just about t-shirts when it comes to Merch by Amazon. We did mention those other things like the sweaters and other clothing items. But for example, Viral Style is a place where you can upload your designs, and they also have hats, they have mugs, they have bottle sleeves, and then they have a can sleeve. And here's something really interesting: they have wall clocks. So just imagine the type of designs that you can make. Here's posters, here's a square necklace. So you can do so many things with these. There's flip-flops, socks, tank top, phone cases, and it's just endless. And a bunch of the other sites that I listed will also give you other items that Viral Style doesn't have, like tote bags, for example. So yeah, it's a very good idea now if you are interested in seeing what's working. Just go to any one of these sites and you'll get your inspiration and your example right there. So here we go. Very easy to make this. Feminist. Just capital letters with a nice college sports kind of font. Ranch, cool ranch. I live inside your face. I will cut you. Then there's the staff pics. Meowika. So these are all cool t-shirts that you can either design yourself or pay for a designer or partner with a designer. And squad goals. Here's some phone cases. So this is all really great inspiration. Teespring also has leggings. There's some ice cream leggings. There's like a square design, color block one, triangle pattern. There's just a cat with the tongue sticking out, and you have to really think that there's many different niches and areas of interest. People are interested in cats or interested in dogs. But what you can do is you can try a lot of these different sites. I was born to play for Scotland. So again, there's people who are fans of Scotland. So you can pick countries. Happily married to an amazing teacher. So this is a wife of a teacher. So there's your audience. It's teachers. So custom t-shirts. Nobody is perfect, but if you are O'Connor, you're pretty damn close. So now this is a last name if you are an O'Connor. Here we go. Moody, cybersecurity analyst. I never dreamed that someday I'd be a super sexy helicopter pilot, but here I am killing it. So again, by jobs as well. In the past I've seen t-shirts do really well with engineers. So if you just pick a group that people are in, that they're very passionate about, if it's their job, if it's like a social group, that's also a really good place to start. You can see up here, family, girlfriend, nephew and niece, grandparents, parents, couple, wife, brother, mother, sister. You can go by age, animals. So for example, let's just go to cat. And then here's very simple. I love cats with a cat inside the heart. That's extremely easy to make. And you can just keep going through this and just get such inspiration here that you wouldn't normally get. Like, look at this. This one's great. It's politicians. Demo cat. So it's, Democrat, people that are Democrats that like cats. Very cool. So little interesting shirts like this are what sells. And we can just continue to go on through this. Now, Printful you can integrate with Shopify if you're making your own products. And there we go. You got swimwear, engraved jewelry. They have a lot of great products here. The tote bags. Here's T-Chip. I drink like a fish, so these are people who like to drink. And there's a simple shirt. Another one, cats, Permaid. These are mermaid, people that like mermaids. And then here we go, the Bachelorette. So the bride squad. So this is a shirt for the bride to wear and a shirt for the Bachelorette. Bachelor party crew. So there's events, bachelor party drinking team. So you just have to think of, different things, but if you're using other sites, it gives you inspiration right away. There's so many niches that we just found, whether it's cats, whether it's by job, whether it's, grandparents if it's family. Here's another family one, super dad. There's dogs. So you can just go through here and, really, really find a lot of inspiration. Just keep going here, Society 6. And this is another one where you can sell your designs, and they even have rugs, shower curtains, throw pillows, comforters, window curtains, wall hangings. So if you make designs, they can be put on these as well. Let's go into the t-shirts here. Something simple like stay rad. Some of these designs look really awesome, like this astronaut one. So the sky really is the limit here. I mean, you could even make a quote, take that quote, "The sky is the limit," and as long as it's not trademarked, put it on a t-shirt. There's so many angles and so many options here. And, if you start off with Amazon, if you get invited and, do the invite form, if you get accepted into Merch by Amazon, then it'll be a great way to start. You can start testing out different niches, different angles, different words. This one says chill out. And you can even go to Amazon yourself and look at all of the t-shirts. Let's go to men's t-shirts. Looks like they have some tie-dye and color tone here. And there we go. Best dad ever. Very simple shirt. It's so easy to make this. You basically just get a font. For fonts, you can just type in free fonts, and you can go to so many sites like DaFont. And just make sure that, again, if you are getting a font, make sure that you are getting a font that is free for commercial use. So this one says free, handpicked, high quality commercial use fonts. And you can get so many different fonts here. So just pick one that's good, like this one looks cool, good dog, and then boom. Such a simple shirt. Best.dad.ever. And it looks like there's also a hammer in that picture. And there's the different colors. Again, they show the first one with black and white because high contrast seems to do well. Here's another one, world's best farter, father. More best dad ever in just different fonts. Best dad in the galaxy, proud dad, best dad ever. This is what an amazing dad looks like. This is what an awesome uncle looks like. So these are really great shirts that people will buy as gifts. And if you want to really get into the customer mindset and look at customer psychology, it's a good idea to read the reviews. My husband loves this great quality shirt, great price, best dad ever. So you can just go through, can't lie, these shirts rock, it fits my dad well. So people are really buying it as gifts, like, for their husband or for their dad. Husband loved it for his first Father's Day present, ordered the gray shirt. So again, there's literally endless amounts of things that you can do, and there's many, many sites, as we explained before, that you can use for inspiration. And if you just do this and you stay consistent, then you will eventually make money and you'll find out what's working and what's not. And again, you will start with the 10 product limit. So just go ahead, give it a shot, apply for Merch by Amazon. And if you get approved, start at it. And in the meantime, while you're waiting for approval, it's a really good idea to start on these sites, Teasily, Viral Style, Society6, Redbubble, and upload your designs there. And also just research what's selling. And if you keep doing this consistently, you will make money. Now remember, at the beginning of this, where we showed you the 2 case studies, one of them had 96,000 designs, as was making an estimated $30,000 profit per month. The other one had 400 designs and was making $3,000 per month. So if you're prepared to make 400 designs over the next year, if you do 1 a day, that's 365 designs. If you do 2 a day, if you maybe once a week you sit down, you grind out 10 designs, or twice a week you do 5 designs or 10 or whatever, this is the way to do it. It really is about consistency and finding out trends, and you're just going to get better at it. And the great thing is that you're not limited with just Amazon. If you do Merch by Amazon, great. But if you also open up your avenue to all these other options, you're going to start making a decent amount of money each month. So that's the end of the presentation. You can join our mailing list if you want to know more techniques how to make money online, and click the link in the description to get on our mailing list. Now, if you want to know anything more in depth about any of these things, like how to make designs, or you want examples of that, please leave it in the comments or shoot us an email. And as always, like and subscribe to the video, and enjoy.